This video is protected under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use purposes, such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Hello and welcome. My name is Mira Devi, and we will be discussing what we know about Yugo Asuma and his graduation. Please do not send any hate or grief to anyone mentioned in this video. This video is meant to report on the situation and provide some clarity to those who may be confused. Due to the nature of this issue, I will try to link my information. Due to the fact that the Twitters and the YouTube channels were made private, I am relying on information that I can cross-check through multiple sources. If there's any discrepancies within this information, please let me know immediately. Yugo Asuma was a part of Noctics, which is a subgroup within Niji Sanji and a part of the fifth wave of recruiting. They were recruited along with four other members: Albin Knox, Fulgur Ovid, Sunny Briscoe, Yuki Violetta, and they made their debut together on the 27th of February 2022 as part of a special debut program for Niji Sanji Ien. Like all other VTubers, not much is known about their outside life. It seems like he lived in Japan for about the first 9 years of his life, then went to an international school in Thailand, where he started learning English when he was 15 years old. Yugo Asuma did not get his start on YouTube. He was talent that was originally scouted by Niji Sanji when he was on TikTok. His original TikTok is sitting around 1.7 million followers as of the creation of this video. Niji Sanji originally reached out to him, and at first he turned it down. But in June of 2021, when Niji Sanji opened auditions for a group of male creators, which lasted until the 1st of August, he applied and he was accepted after doing the interviews. On the 22nd of February 2022, Niji Sanji announced the debut of Noctics, accompanied with teasers of their designs and voices. Their debut stream was on February 26, 2022. After that, he quickly rose to fame, reaching 100,000 subscribers on YouTube on March 8th, and then 250,000 on June 6th. His final stream before a break was on December 1st of 2022. I do believe that he saw this coming, because typically he ended his stream saying, "See you next stream," but for this one, he ended it with a goodbye. On December 14th, 2022, fans were surprised to see that Niji Sanji and Ien had released statements saying, "We hereby announce that Niji Sanji's Ien, Yugo Asuma, has graduated as of December 14th, 2022. Up until today, numerous discussions have been held with Yugo Asuma on what it means to be a liver affiliated with a company. However, despite the discussions, many aspects of his activities and behavior as a liver could not be accepted as a company. After much deliberation between both parties, as a company who supports many livers from Niji Sanji and Ien, we decided to have Yugo Asuma graduate." While many international fans were left stunned by this statement, this sadly wasn't much of a surprise to the Japanese fans. There are a few controversies surrounding him regarding his behavior and the way that he had been conducting himself not only online but also offline. On March 16, 2022, a 7.3 magnitude earthquake had struck the coast of Fukushima, Japan. It triggered blackouts and had effects across the greater Tokyo area. More than 2 million homes were left without power, leaving at least 4 killed and 94 people injured. This controversy stems from comments he had made about the earthquake. While I cannot find the original statements due to the fact that his Twitter and his YouTube are privated, I can still access replies on Twitter. Here are a few replies that have highlighted the feelings that were elicited by his words. Since I am not a native Japanese speaker, these pictures are translated from Japanese to English using Google. So there will be some translation issues, and I do apologize for that, but I will include the Japanese and the English portions. You said that you were shocked because you were really scared of earthquakes, but I'm more scared of you, who calmly calls yourself anti-earthquake. Aside from whether or not they respond, there is a place where you can properly send your opinions. So shouldn't you make use of it instead of mumbling in a place like this? It is not an experience that can be recognized and common in all countries around the world, even if you have been afraid of earthquakes. If you've been through a disaster, you may not react that way, but aren't you insensitive to a crisis that you haven't experienced before? Don't act like a tragic heroine. Even if the earthquake came, you could afford to watch the distribution, right? Did you have time to clip it? Are you still doing this kind of until you're an adult? It's really disgusting. Hey, is your head okay? I say things like for earthquakes, but when someone says this happened to me overseas, by the mafia, crimes, hurricanes, carnivorous animals, etc., can you handle it? Don't be too ignorant. It's a shame for Japanese people. When you are working within a company, schedules are very important to business. Being timely and having predictable streams can allow viewers advance notice on joining, and collabs must work within both streamers' schedules. While all VTubers stream outside of their planned schedules at some point, this is what's called a guerrilla stream. It's usually relatively impulsive and left without much notice other than maybe a social media post. Allegedly, he had streamed outside of his given schedule too many times, and management had to alert him of this. Supposedly, Yugo Asuma had a history of having issues with management due to these various reasons. Here is a post detailing some more of the issues that I could not find enough evidence on, so I will briefly read this post. Any color should really have done better than recruit someone who at debut barely knew how to use OBS and had to install Steam hours before a collab. If they really wanted them for their personality, they should have trained them beforehand, instead of leaving it to other libraries. I know in the end this was because of their behavior, but Any Color could have done a lot better. Any Color don't have money for that, and why doing so much hassle in the first place? I agree that we should hire experienced people, but Yugo was laughing, saying that he didn't read them even if he was given those materials. He was not willing to learn. Exactly, he got a huge opportunity and did nothing with it. I mean, why did he have to be babied when he could have just effing used Google? It's not that hard to educate yourself about something you want to make money with. Two issues that I will only mention briefly due to a lack of evidence. One, theoretical Discord leak between Yugo and his manager. And two, a drinking stream where he supposedly went too in depth about some of parts of his personal life, which could have broken a part of their contracted NDA. VTubing companies like HoloLive and Nichi-Sanji are just talent management companies. Rather than using real-life artists, they either scout or interview talents and assist them in forming brands and VTuber personalities. Similar to how artists will sign to a record company. They either get scouted by them or they approach them. This is not much different. The difference lies in where the initial NDAs and contracts are written up to protect the identities of the VTuber and the other members of their VTubing community. But what is an NDA? An NDA is a non-disclosure agreement. It is a legal contract or part of a contract between at least two parties that outlines confidential material, knowledge, or information that the parties wish to share with one another for certain purposes, but wish to restrict access to. It is alleged that this may have been cause of the graduation. While breaking an NDA technically isn't a crime, it could leave you with severe financial penalties. Violating an NDA leaves you open to lawsuits from your employer, and you could be required to pay financial damages associated with legal costs. Once the initial shock of the graduation had died down, many fans were left with heavy hearts and questions. It is tough, but I do agree that we all need to have patience for them. They have also received an outpouring of support and love, both from fans and fellow VTubers. Here are some responses. I woke up to the news. Oh, Yugo. Much love to the group, and please give them support. I don't know what happened. I wish nothing but love to Yugo. Such a sweet person. Incredibly sad news. I'm late to speak on this because I'm unsure of what to say, but please be patient and show your support towards Noctis. They are going through a lot, so please be respectful. I hope Yugo is okay. Due to what happened, despite not being a member of Niji Sanji, I want to take today off from stream. I just don't really feel like I'm able to be all happy on stream right now. My thoughts and best wishes go out to Yugo and the other members of Noctis. I'm at a loss for words. We didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. I just don't have any words. My heart hurts, everyone. Stay strong. Just want to add, but I'm so damn proud of Yugo Asuma. He struggled so much throughout it all, but seeing so much support from the fans, friends, colleagues, and even non-fans is so liberating to see in any way. You've made an impact on everyone in some way. Thank you, Yugo. Make sure you still get your way in defeating those androids, and show everyone your sound again. You'll always be a part of Noctis. See you on the next beat. Of course, Fu-chan, who tried his best to be strong during the whole thing. Thank you for that. I don't know about other people, but I needed that. You gave me some sort of closure. May you go to a wider and bigger stage and shine brightly. May you be able to do what you like to do and make brothers like Noctis. Your existence has lit up people's world and brought them many good memories. I wish Yugo that in the future, I can move forward smoothly with my dreams. No matter how hard the wind and rain are, you can still go smoothly. There's such an optimistic, talented DJ. While I was making this video, Volker Ovid posted a 20-minute stream where he discussed what he could and went a little more in depth into their feelings. During the stream, he had also revealed that the members of Noctis had known for a while that it was coming. If you have not watched it, definitely watch it. It sheds some light on the situation, despite the fact that there were some things that he could not disclose. I made this video with the only intention of maybe shedding some light on a situation that seemed to be very confusing, especially for the international audience. As I said, there's going to be discrepancies. There's a severe lack of information. I don't have access to any of the videos, any of his private tweets, but I gathered what I could find and what I could cross-check, basically. But you have to remember, as always, there are real people and real feelings behind these VTubers. Remain respectful and good luck.